All right, welcome back, everybody. Okay, so today it turns out I'm really bad about actually completing the DLC in these Pokemon games. So I'm going to come and do a little bit of work on that. I finally finished the Indigo Disc portion, and now I'm working on getting going through the Mochi Madness epilogue. All right, so I get some battle points to like recruit people to come and hang out here, and oh, I think I can eventually trade with them and get those special ribbons on them. So like if you make really good friends with Nomona, for example, eventually you can get her to trade you I don't know, Nimona Sprigatito or something. She is so stiff, like what the heck? So wait, I can just fly wherever now? I honestly do not remember doing her course. Like I did that so long ago. That's how long it takes me to do these things. But yeah, I didn't realize that there was another upgrade. All right, so let's get this thing started. Hi, Miss Briar. Am I feeling well rested after catching another legendary Pokemon in front of Kieran? Yes. Oh no. Okay, I think we might have a, I think we might be about to establish a bootstrap fallacy here. Okay, so guy I'm looking for by the entrance. Hey, Unarata, how are you? Something about a guy in a blue suit over here? Must be, oh. Oh, it's Naxworth. Oh, Northeast Paldea. Okay, this guy upsets me a little bit, and I'm not sure why. A bootstrap what? A bootstrap fallacy. Um, so a bootstrap fallacy is, it's actually named after Robert A. Heinlein's story By His Bootstraps. And itself, that itself is a reference to the story of Baron Munchausen, who, when he and his horse were sinking in a lake, he reached down and grabbed his own bootstraps and lifted himself out of the lake. Which is actually why the whole idea of people saying to pull yourself up by your bootstraps is a total fallacy. The whole idea of pulling yourself up by your bootstraps means to do something that you've already done. It's impossible by definition. But By His Bootstraps neatly closed a big part of the a big part of continuity errors and paradoxes by stipulating that certain items could potentially go back in time and create themselves, essentially. So imagine if you went back in time and ran into William Shakespeare, and he had never written any of his plays or anything, so you gave him a copy of the complete works of William Shakespeare. And then he turned around and just started publishing them. So then the question becomes, what reason it's a paradox is because it raises the question of where did these stories originally come from? Who was the person who originally wrote them? They're written by William Shakespeare because he had them given to him after they were written by William Shakespeare. I thought we were supposed to get some kind of a trigger event here. I just need to figure out where we're supposed to go to get this thing started. There it is. Okay, so I actually have exactly the thing that I need. Look, there's Terapagos. Oh. Oh. Look at those stats. I'll bet that those are preset. And its nature is completely neutral. And the nature can't change. Well, yes and no. The nature is part of the Pokemon's identity and can't change the way that like stats can by leveling up or something. However, feeding a Pokemon a mint that is named after a different uh, nature will cause it to become the nature of the mint that you gave it, but only in terms of its stats. It won't actually affect its internal documentation. And so if you breed it, then you'll be able to, it'll still pass on its old nature. Hmm. I swear that after having this berry, that I should just be able to talk to this old lady. That's it. It's not that big of a deal, Arvin. Sorry your mom died and was replaced by a robot. Come right over. Wait. Come right over, and I'm in Japan right now. Like, he's in Spain, and he's like, hey, can I come over to your house? I'm like, yeah, come on over. I'm like, oh, wait, I'm in Spain. Alright, so we are officially in Mochi Madness. Where's my house? There's my house. Yeah, the stats change as if the nature changed, but the nature itself remains the same for the purpose of things like breeding and probably for what flavor of food they like, if that even matters in the current games. I invited just this one, like, super sad curly-haired himbo, okay? What's everyone else doing there? Oh. Everybody simps for Penny, but I like Nimona. I think Nimona might be like my favorite rival in any Pokemon game. She's she's part of this trend of rivals that are um how do I put this? She's part of the recent trend of rivals who are friendly without being total pushovers. Of course, Penny's going to point out the Nintendo Switch. So one little Easter egg in this game is that the Nintendo Switch in your room on the left side between Mom and Penny, it actually changes based on which Joy-Cons you have attached to your Switch. So if I was playing on my neon green and pink Joy-Cons, then the Joy-Cons on the screen would be neon green and pink. They're showing up gray right now because I'm playing on a Nintendo Switch 2, which it reads as a OLED Nintendo base. So despite having the free upgrade it to a Nintendo Switch version, it doesn't actually change it to a Nintendo Switch model. What is the implication here? Yeah, just a friend, or yeah, a friend. This is implying either something more or something less, or something different. Yeah, we're boyfriends. That's kind of what I'm looking at. I'm like, is he trying to say we're boyfriends, or are we trying to say we're enemies? We hate each other. Irvin is such a freaking stickler for manners and stuff. He's so polite. He feels super wishy-washy, but he's also so polite. And then there's Nimona, who she doesn't say thank you. She says, "Let me help clean up." Like I said, best rival. Unarad is asking what wishy-washy means. Um, how do I explain this? Yeah, I mean, they're like unreliable, but also kind of, I guess, a modern way of, or a modern analog to the way that I'm using it. I'm using it the very old way. Is that they're kind of boring, kind of dull, kind of plain. I think the term wishy-washy uh, in the modern language has kind of been just replaced with white bread. Oh, we're in cinematic mode. Still no voiceovers, but we're in cinematic mode. More like, I've got to battle him, the champion of another school? Yes. He did send tickets. Penny, do you not count your VVs as friends? White bread, then why was the original wishy-washy? Okay, so for context, white bread has not always been like the most common thing. It used to be a lot more like harder to get, more refined, more expensive. Now it's considered like the most plain and unadorned and normal thing ever. So if you refer to someone as like as white bread, then you're essentially saying that they're as plain as possible. Why am I squatting? Do I need to use a bathroom? Are there bathrooms in the world of Pokemon, or does Abra just teleport it out? Why am I squatting again? Why was it wishy-washy before? Honestly, I have no... Wow, oh my god, there's like... How much crap in here? Why was it called wishy-washy before? I don't know, but I do remember it always being uh, referred to that way in um, like Charlie Brown stuff. Charlie Brown was always referred to as being wishy-washy. Okay, I blinked and I missed the thing that said where I'm... Oh, duh. Fast travel over to see our friends. Arvin got his giant backpack. Arvin is freaking ready to go. He's always got this giant, like, camping backpack. Nimona has the tiniest little sling bag. Penny's dad is actually kind of cool. We do actually meet him in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Ah, dang, I should have changed back into my Naranja school uniform instead of my blueberry one. Walk around in this Violet Beauregard outfit. Penny. Should have done that all the night before. Enjoy Kitakami! Yay! Have I heard from him? Heckin' Nimona. Always so cheerful. Always so amazing. I love her. She's so optimistic. What am I looking for here, though? Oh, right. I want to change out of these stupid clothes. What is the button to change my clothes? Oh, they gave me some new clothes. God, they all look so bad. I mean, okay, at least the shorts are by. And also far too short. Oh my god. There. Back to our not in school right now clothes. Haha! Karen, your hair's still up. You call me all the way out here just to say, let's fight. Nope. Look at these guys. She's so eager. She's totally gonna punch Karen. And I'm Arvin, Jim's best friend. Oh, just give it into Kieran. Arvin is so protective. Oh my god. Vamos, come on. Yep, you got. You know what? I want him to have fun with battling, not be ultra competitive. I made a mistake. He might actually be a good guy. Of course he is. He's friends with our friend. Trying to remember how to actually fly on him. Let's see. Well, hey, there we go. Because we've been gliding forever, but said I just unlocked true flight. Let's get. There we go. All right. Okay, okay. How do I go down? There. All right. That's cool. I should have done this a long time ago. I'm not gonna say she's my rival. He'll be like, I thought I was your rival. Oh, I should be more like Nimona. I haven't been playing much Champions lately because it, you know, feels bad to lose a lot. So, like, I'm over here just doing the PvE stuff. Carmine out of nowhere. Mochi, Mochi! Carmine, what's wrong? You like some mochi? Mochi, 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 Mochi! It's like doing the pee-pee dance and also the chicken dance at the same time. Karen's down for it. Or Arvin's just down for it. What's she that was weird. How long she been doing that? Well, I don't know. She might be cursed. Ooh. Like a hurricane. I came in like a Pokeball. All I wanna do is catch 'em all. Yep. If we get to battle a curse. Nimona. It's magic. Can I punch it? My sister has gone crazy and is now dancing like a maniac, but let's go and have dinner first. Yeah, I definitely need a practice flight. Yes, you can punch magic. It's that trope of Machamp trying to punch Gengar. He can't because, you know, Gengar's immaterial. And fighting type doesn't affect Ghost. But then he turns around like, well, what if I just try punching him really fast and then use Bullet Punch? When I see a help yourself sign, I don't ignore it. There was just one Mochi left, though. Okay, I'm starting to see why everyone likes Penny. Sugar and carbonation, my love languages. Screw the movie, let's play video games. You know what? I'm recently rewatching Steven Universe, and now I'm everything that Arvin says I'm reading in um who's the older brother in the Fry family? Ronaldo? I'm reading everything he says in Ronaldo's voice. Hey, Kieran, no fair getting a head start. Ah, do not mention the forbidden cartoon, which is to say Teen Titans Go, right? Hmm. It isn't in the garbage. Oh God, it is in the potted plant. It's just in a different plant than the first one I looked at. We should use a big old screen to play games, right? Do you bring your Switch or what? She must be waiting to jump out and scare us. Yeah, and can have a Pokemon battle to figure out if we're watching a movie or playing games. But there's 5 of us, so I don't know what games you got. Smash Brothers or Mario Kart? Dude, you are super close. Like you are right up on top of me there. Hello. Hello? Oh no. Dance, dance, Mochi, dance. You're gonna fight me like this? Okay. This is certainly happening. Okay, sorry, dude. I'm killing your Poliwrath. It survived. Alright, dude, sorry, I'm knocking out your your Poliwrath again. Oh no, the knockout survived. I should have done the electric thing. Ow. Oh. I think I beat these guys so fast that it ended up screwing up the timing of those um, interjections there. I think we're probably supposed to be like, why are they attacking us when they hit us the first time, and then this feels bad right before we actually beat them. Maybe there really is a curse. There she is. I see her. I can tell by her bright orange shorts. Hang on, I can go way faster than her foots do. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this flying a little bit better now. I'm not, like, just blasting off all over the place. Hooray! Look at me go! Oh, now I'm going too high. Tree! More mochis. Oh, thank God, no more mochis. She's really loud and full of energy. Oh no. Not Grandma. The mochi. Mochi Grandpa. Oh no, Mochi dance again. So, like, I think I'm supposed to be scared, but this is really making me want some mochi. Alright, so for those who aren't aware, and I'm sure that my wife, who is, way better at everything than me, is going to correct me on this, but for those who aren't aware, mochi is a type of Japanese confection made of sweet rice flour. It comes in a variety of, like, different shapes and textures and stuff, but ooh, nice Intimidate. But the kind that we see a lot, and the kind that looks like what they're handing out over there, is, yeah, beautiful, is really like soft and chewy and sticky. And I understand that a lot of people choke on it because if you don't, chew it up really, really good, then it can get stuck in your throat. We've got kind of a famous mochi. I don't think you could call it a bakery because I don't think you bake mochi at all, do you? Yeah, we got a pretty famous mochi shop down in Hilo, pretty nearby. Why does it? Oh, I'm sorry, Karen. I'm beating up Polyrath again. Good ice punch. We also occasionally get some stuff like uh, mochi brownies, and I'm not sure how those are actually made. They do kind of taste like a cross between mochi and brownies, but I actually think that the mochi wins out in that a little bit. Yeah, think about it. They're eating the mochi and going mochi, mochi, mochi. What's there? I could just fly, but I kind of want to run specifically. So whenever I see these little things on the ground, I can pick them up real fast with Toxtricity. Because I am still, I know it's, a useless endeavor. It doesn't actually mean anything. But I'm still trying to get the treasure mark on a bunch of Pokemon, and that Toxtricity, well, she does not have it. What are you doing? For a second there, I thought that I saw a shiny, uh, a tiny toad, a shiny toad squirrel there. But it turned out that no, it was just behind a bush. I need to name my Toxtricity too. Let me guess. Oh, their eyes are not purple at least. You're both okay? Purple eyes? Mochi Mochi? Well, it was little and weird. Ooh, it's little and weird. Just fired Mochi straight into their mouths. Man, I really wish they'd done a Dragon Ball reference and everyone got an M on their head when they got this. Get imagine Arvin. Jeez, Penny is so into it. He's he's so uncoordinated. This is the guy that keeps on pulling out his Pokeballs upside down and dropping everything and stuff. So like a lot of these characters in one of the trading card game sets, there were full art card versions of their trainer cards that focused on the Pokeball they held like right up to the screen, and Arvin's was upside down. It was, all the rest were basically draw the Pokeball and then draw the person around them holding it, and Arvin's was just upside down. He's so pissed off. What? You made me eat inferior mochi? Penny is totally into it. She's loving this. I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out she wasn't even mind controlled. She's just having fun. Arvin with his food team and Penny with her Eevee team. Mo mo. Mochi mochi. Okay, so they have 3 Pokemon each. And Overdrive is effective. Oh, that was a bad idea. Why did you use close combat? Chi! I mean, actually, good job on close combat, but I should have used it on Umbreon. Want to see me do it again? Aw, I didn't get a double KO. Mochi! Ah! Mochi! Oh, he knocked himself out? Well, I guess we're gonna get Arvin out of here. Good job, Toxicity. Mochi. That wasn't very much at all. Should have used like hydro pump or something. Whoa. Okay, that was overkill. What the heck? Now you have to recharge for a turn. You could have just let me kill it. What? Arc Eevee Chibi? Michi. I don't want to fight. I just want to mind control you. Bye, dudes. It's gonna pick up some gear on the way up. Oh my god. They're really gonna make us go back to all of the original points here.
You can do it. Beat up all of your friends and neighbors. Hey, we picked up the item finder mark. And that means 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that Toxtricity is ready to move. She's trying her best. Mona's love of beating people up and getting beat up almost overrides the Mochi madness. Come on. Keep. We're going to risk getting paralyzed here to try for a one-shot. One-shot success. No paralysis. Okay, good stuff. I am well prepared for Komodo. Big question, how many Pokemon does she have? Oh, she's got a full 6. Okay, is Nemona final boss here? Holy mackerel. That was... was a lot of damage right there. I can take it. Fight it, Nemona. The internal battle that's going on is more interesting than the external one. Or something. Oh shoot, that's a fairy type. That's a bad idea. I should have done that. Taking the idea of knocking yourself out seriously. She got 2 dragons and a fairy on this team. Crystallization, the only person so far that's done that while mochied up. Oh wow, that was a critical hit. Did I get a knockout out of that? I did, oh my god. Mochi skills, Mochi. I better replace Rampart too. Okay, he's got himself a little protective shell, but it's open now. Oh, it's one of those. It's one of those situations where it's not a typical fight. We gotta do the boss bar and stuff. Of course I can beat this. It's a Pokemon. Oh no, not toxic. Wait. Oh my god. Okay, so am I just going to knock myself out for several turns? It's 2 confusions in a row. The Pekaron got 2 nasty plots. Is it gonna beat me somehow? Well, if its confusion is 100%, which, okay, it's 66% so far, then yes. So right now it's got 2 nasty plots up, which is enough to, Nice! Oh, Winston! Winston, you're amazing. Oh, Winry. Winry, you're amazing. Alright, so that shot should have KO'd Winry. And then, even if it didn't, the poison should have KO'd Winry. The fact that she didn't get KO'd by that poison was just because she loves me so much. So if your Pokemon have a high enough affection rate, then they can... There we go. If your Pokemon have a high enough affection rate, then they can proc special effects like hanging on with 1 HP when they should get knocked out, or um, getting extra critical hits sometimes. In this case, it held on by not getting knocked out, by retaining 1 HP, and then it procced again to heal itself of poison before the poison took down its 1 HP. How did we all get here? They've got no memory. Nobody knows that they ate the mochi. But now I've got my own Mochi Factory Pokemon. I should give it to Arvin. He loves Pokemon that do food. What about Nimona? She should be fine, right? Please don't say Mochi Mochi. It's Drival, I'm telling you. Wow, Carmine really is taller than everyone. Okay, so you've been out here partying for a while. Oh, Carmine is so into the player character. She's got a VV mask. Oh my gosh. Motor survivors. Both going back to school. All right, and that is Mochi Mayhem. Thank you guys for joining me for that tonight. I think there's one little more piece of gameplay to look at a little bit later, but that's not for tonight. So thanks again for joining me, and make sure you like, subscribe, and follow me over at twitch.tv/Alolan Professor. And as always, Alola.